Hey YouTube, I am driving around. Gotta run an errand, so forgive me for moving around this little tripod thing. It'll be shaking a little bit when I'm driving, but how y'all doing? Princess Diana, like, comment, and subscribe if you like the video. Hope you guys like the information. I deleted everything I had in the past, and I probably should have left it up, but I just felt like I could do better. So yeah, and we're here in 2026, and hope you guys are doing well. And what are you guys getting into now? Are you guys starting businesses? Are you guys getting ready to maybe do some business transactions, as far as like I should say entrepreneurial transactions, like do some shaking and moving. Got plans for things, and then putting that stuff into action. Are you planning on doing some things to better your family future financially, benefit you all better, that will help financially benefit you all better, or yourself? What are you guys doing? For me, I was thinking like, shoot, I haven't budgeted in a while. So, hey, budgeting for me, that's something I want to get back into, just so I'll know what is going in and what is going out. And then I started looking at the stuff that was going out. I was like, whoa, like, I'm just, I was just kind of spending willy-nilly all over the place, random, and I didn't have those categories of, or I literally this morning I put like every single thing that I either needed and my needs and my wants, or I may want. So if it's going out to eat with the girls, family and friends, just some local activities in my city, in my area, or if we want to take a quick trip somewhere to another state, or another city, or concert, whatever. I don't have to hold back. I don't have to wonder, do I have this and that? I can just go ahead and automatically, like with your bank accounts, most banks, you can automatically deposit or a certain amount into each little category. And I'm not sure, I want to see how many categories I get, because right now I have a bunch. It's probably like a good 25 categories. I don't know if they'll give us the options for that many, but if they can give me like, if y'all could just give me 15 categories, I can definitely work with that. So, like, for example, like, I put vehicle maintenance and car repair together instead, because at first I was gonna do like car maintenance and then vehicle repair, which is still, it's not the same, but just make sure you have enough. And then what you'll do is just make sure you have enough each month that'll accumulate over, because you won't need car maintenance like maybe like you only need it probably like every 3 months, 3 to 6 months, depending on what kind of oil you get into your vehicle. So for example, let's say it's $100 or $70 or something like that. It could be cheaper if you have you have a car and it's a little smaller or something. I don't know, a more affordable vehicle or something like that. I'm gonna say budget friendly vehicle. If you have one of those vehicles, your oil change might not be that much at all, like maybe $40 at the most, 50, right? Depending on what all kind of oil you need in there. So, you just get somebody. So I'm like, okay, let's say mine is like 70. So I would just go ahead and put $100 every month in that car maintenance, vehicle maintenance account, that category. That way, shoot, when it's time for it in 3 months, that's $300. That's over what you need, and then you just leave it in there. Just keep letting it accumulate. That way, you'll have something for your next maintenance, and then you'll have even more just in case you got to get something done with your tires or something else. And if you have more, or if you want to put more, you put more, right? And yeah, so okay, you want to get your hair and your nails done, put those $200 a month or whatever in that account and just let it go. Just let it keep going. If you first start off, maybe you want to, there's ways to do this stuff. And I'm speaking for women mostly. I speak in general, and I think I will focus more on women on this channel since I am a woman. And I know more about women because I'm a woman, but and I'm learning more about us women, me myself, as I'm getting up in age or whatever, every year. And I'm just learning about people in general, and we're interesting. We're interesting. You'll never get bored learning about people, I don't think. Or maybe you can. But I haven't got bored yet. But yeah, it's pretty simple. And like one person mentioned, like, hey, if you see that you've written out all these categories of specialist stuff that you need, let's say you don't really have it like that, you just got to focus on needs. Focus on your needs and see if you got a little wiggle room, right? Because I think everybody want to have some wiggle room. But if you, let's say you don't have that wiggle room, then we need to work on increasing your income, whether it be picking up a hobby or whatever. Or this is something I noticed, and this is not anything I was going to talk about, but speak on. But for some people that have lower incomes, like when I say, and I'm not speaking bad on nothing about anyone who making lower income, whatever that means. Because $100,000, $200,000 could be lower income to some people. You know what I'm saying? So we're not speaking on who is better, what, all that. What I'm saying is, depending on whatever lifestyle you have or what needs you need for yourself and your family, if you have a family, that you're taking care of, that's what matters. So if you can barely cover that, or you can't cover it, then there is a problem there that needs to be solved. So some people will have a job. And I spoke to a friend about this, and I'm like, hey, you got this job, and it seems like it's, how can I say, sometimes people get comfortable in these jobs, and yeah, you can do all this overtime and stuff at this job, it's no problem, you can work many hours you want, this and that, but it's taken up. But the complaint is, it takes up so much of their time. They keep complaining about this stuff. When you find yourself continuously complaining about something, that's when you need to find something better to do. You need to find another alternative. Either you need to cut back on your hours there if you can, or if you can't, you might need to find something else to replace that with. It might have to be two things to replace it with. Sometimes two jobs are better than one. Okay? Everybody's situation is unique, and I always keep that in mind. Some people have one job and they are making a nice amount. They're making bank compared to, the average person in America or in the state. They're doing very well. That person may be a high-paid attorney working at a very well-known law firm that is doing well. Then another may be working at a law firm. This law firm is not doing jack, diddly, squat. It's not doing well at all. So those two attorneys, in comparison, may have to do opposite things. Like one might have to sell real estate, have real estate. The other one might have it too, but I'm saying the other one might have to do other things in order to compensate what they're lacking, what they don't have in comparison to the other person. If that's something that they are, that's their goal, that's something that they are striving yourself as far as like your esteem and all that stuff, how much your self-worth, none of that, but just, financially. So we have to keep these things in mind. And at work, it's funny, most of us, we don't know what people are making. Let's say we found out, let's say it got put out, which is not really cool, it's not something that's supposed to be done, but let's just say everybody's pay is put on the table. I was telling the person, I was like, it doesn't matter what I'm making, what you're making, if we're making the same amount. Guess what? At the end of the day, our bills are probably totally different. What your mortgage might be more, I might not even have a mortgage. I might have rent, I might not have rent. I might be staying with parents. Whatever, you don't know what people have going on. People might have kids, some people don't have kids. Some people are taking care of other people's kids. They've nieces, nephews, whatever. You don't know what people have going on. And that will, even though one person might have more income coming in, they might have less left over after they've done all these other things that is required of them or demanded of them on a daily basis. So let's keep that in mind before we compare ourselves to other people, right? But yeah, the budgeting thing, it really kind of helps me feel more in control. It shows me what I can do with my money. So not just me, for y'all, it can show y'all what y'all can do. You'll feel more in control. Feel out of control, lost, aloof, like what the heck is going on? Can I really do this? Sometimes you might feel like you don't have enough when really you do. Especially when you pay everything with a credit card. Like I like paying with my credit card for protection. I know you sometimes, you get a little extra fee on top. If the fee is not crazy, I'm using my credit card. So yeah, debit, not as secure. So, but I will say, okay, still use, even though you're using your credit card, still budget, y'all. Have your checklist of every little category. Write everything down. Even if you thought of everything, you might have to add extra, and there's nothing wrong with it. And then when you pay it off, put the amount down, put a check mark beside it, and put the date. So you'll kind of know when they take that money out or whatever, whatever works for you. But just know some things automatically come out and some things you're paying, because you want to see what you're putting out there too. So I just wanted to put that out there, see if y'all are budgeting or y'all just spending like crazy. And after the holiday season, we got to do better, y'all. We have to do better, and that way we'll see what we can invest and how to increase our money, y'all. What do y'all think? All right, like, comment, and subscribe. Princess Diana. See you guys later.